Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Luis Severino gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
In now, Michael Brantley. He will lead this one off today.
Michael Brantley.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. He's got it 1 away. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Matty, I'm a little concerned with the play of Tyler Naquin. You know how bad he was last month? He hit 200 on the nose. Not a lot of guys can stay in the lineup when they're struggling this bad, so we're hoping to see that he can figure this thing out soon.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 0 for 5. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken by Walker. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Indians nothing. Yankees coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Mike Clevenger gets the ball for the Indians in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched well this last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Yankees, number 11, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game. You'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
Fouled off. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Into center field, line drive base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Past history with Mike Clevenger. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And this one is gone, a home run. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. Home run number 9 on the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs and 21 driven in. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
2-0 count, the pitch. 2-1 to count. Base is empty here with nobody out. Hit weakly back to the mound. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed for the first strike. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Still only one out in the inning. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Gary Sanchez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. His average sits at 296 entering play. 9 homers and 19 driven in. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Sanchez, a native of the Dominican Republic, is second in the league in all-star voting among closers, so it looks promising that he'll get an invite to the midseason festivities.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. Edwin Encarnacion now, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
The 1-0. Check swing grounder to the right side, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
Striding in for the Indians, Francisco Lindor. Now the pitch. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. 2 down.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 30,
Into the box, Tyler Naquin, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First delivery to him on the way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
1-1 the count. Driven nicely into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Melky Cabrera as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0. Line towards center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Digging in now for the Yankees, Neil Walker. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Walker is retired, and there's 1 away.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. Hey guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Striding in, Greg Bird, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now to Bird.
1 ball, 1 strike.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Popped up. And there's out number 2. Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Now here it comes. Fouled away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Drilled to the right side, and he'll reach to knock this ball down.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Tyler Wade.
Coming to the plate now, Tyler Wade. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Hicks, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ball and 2 strikes now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 left for the Yankees. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium.
Leading off for Cleveland.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's hitless in 6 tries. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Now at the plate, Bradley Zimmer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike. Chopped weakly to the left. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Brantley. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A ball and a strike. A 1-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Striding in once again, Brett Gardner. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Brett Gardner.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Lindor onto the grass, and that's the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, time for a check of the American League Central Division as you get a look there at where the Indians find themselves in the race. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Aaron Judge. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Chased a bad one there, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Giancarlo Stanton now. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. And that's the 3rd out. Yanks leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Standing in, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Wade takes it in. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Edwin Encarnacion comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
3-0 now. Francisco Lindor would be next. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. And that misses ball one. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes, he was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Two balls and a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Two balls and two strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Encarnacion stands at second with two gone. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez.
Leading off the fourth for the Yankees, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
First pitch on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Hit to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Neil.
Here's Neil Walker. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Hit back up the middle. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
First baseman, number 33, Greg Bird.
Ready for another chance? Greg Bird. He popped out in his first trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. That misses. 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Zimmer going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the 2 outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks, and it's fouled away. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set to deliver the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a fastball just a bit up.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They're up 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Naquin. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Indians are on the board now. It's a 2-1 game.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Here's Melky Cabrera.
Now batting, designated hitter.
A swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Wade is over, and he puts it away for the first down.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
Digging in, Yan Gomes. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. A changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Stanton, still ranging back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. It's a solo shot here for Bradley Zimmer. His first home run of the season as the Indians have come back to tie it at 2.
Well, when you play with fire, you're going to get burned. He tried to bust the lefty inside, and when you do that in Yankee Stadium, you better be sure it's way inside. If not, this is the result you're going to get.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Gregorius has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. Bounce to first. Fielded by Encarnacion, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. Now here's the pitch. Drilled to first. Taken in by Encarnacion, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Designated hitter, number 99, Aaron.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And now a pitch on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Here it comes, 1-0. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll get the 6th inning started for Cleveland.
Jason Kipnis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
This is on the ground over to first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ready once again, Jose Ramirez. He was a ground out victim last time up.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez. Grounded back up the middle. Walker's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Edwin Encarnacion, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
First offering on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Zimmer is right there. 1 gone. Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. The 1-2. Now Stanton swings and sends a ground ball to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, catcher, Gary.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Outside, 3-0 now. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
In now, Neil Walker. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Sanchez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Missed with a slider.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Zimmer. And that's the 3rd out. Yanks leave 1. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Back here in the Bronx, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. This is pulled into right. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Now that's popped up. Walker over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Melky Cabrera.
Riding in once again, Melky Cabrera. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. And this game is still tied at 2-2. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Greg Bird.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat in the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it. 2 gone.
The batter, third baseman, Tyler.
Ready for another chance? Tyler Wade. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Three and 0 now. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Now the 3-0 offering. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Here's Brett Gardner now. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains 2-2. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
The next 0-2. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. 3-2 now.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Two out, nobody on. That's to first. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cleveland, number 34, Jack McAllister.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Aaron Judge.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Indians starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. McAllister stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Walker.
Here's Neil Walker. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Gregorius over at second. Sanchez on at first with 2 down. High in the air into shallow left center. Here comes Brantley, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Yanks strand a pair, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Tommy Kahnle will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. Gardner on the move. He can't get there as it falls in. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Jose Ramirez. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now the outfield signal to play shallow. We'll see if that works out. The 0-1. Line drive to center field. Hicks is right there, one down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
First baseman number 10, Edwin Encarnacion.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Edwin Encarnacion. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. The 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Now the outfield signal to play shallow. We'll see if that works out. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's 3-2 Cleveland. Cody Allen comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
Ready for another shot now. Greg Bird. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
First baseman, Greg Bird.
First pitch on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 0-1, here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Zimmer is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen, he's hitless in 6 tries. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Allen, a 6'1" right-hander. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Now a ball hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Jacoby Ellsbury will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Hicks leads off first with 1 away. Hit in the air out toward left. Brantley is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Brett Gardner now. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen, a number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Allen sets. Here's the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base, and 2 men gone here in the 9th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Naquin's on his horse. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Tribe came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Zach McAllister wins his fourth game out of the bullpen this year. Cody Allen earns the save out of the bullpen, his ninth of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.